Hi class, today we're going to study spelling this 19, and spelling this 19 has words that end in suffixes like ent and, ant and, ence ends, or ance ends. Let's see the words. We're going to be checking these words in pairs. You see why. Word number 1, confident, and word number 2, confidence. Here we have the ending in ent or in ence. Confident means feeling or showing confidence, and it's used like an adjective. Okay, so this guy here, he's showing confidence, and he looks like he's very sure of himself. So he is confident. Confidence is the feeling, is a noun, and it's the feeling of assurance. It's what this guy feels. He feels confidence, and it makes him act confident or look confident. Then we have fragrant and fragrance. Fragrant ends with ant, and fragrance, ance, the suffix. Fragrant is an adjective used for something that has a pleasant odor. For example, this is a fragrant flower because it has a very nice odor. Fragrance is a noun and is the odor itself, the pleasant odor itself. You use fragrance for nice odors, for scents. So this girl is now trying to appreciate the fragrance, to smell the fragrance of the fragrant flower. Okay, number 5, excellence, and number 6, excellent. 5, excellent, and 6, excellence. Excellent, ent, excellence, ence. Okay, we say that something is excellent when it is of the highest quality. It's an adjective. So for example, when I check your homeworks and you have everything perfect, it's excellent. Now, excellence is the condition, it's a noun. It's a condition or quality of excellence, what you measure. Now, 7, decent. 8, decency. Decent is ent, decency, ency. So, indecent, this is an adjective, okay, and means kind and considerate. This man here is giving his shoes to this poor boy, okay, that has nothing. So he is being decent. And decency is the state or condition of being decent. It's what the man is. The man has, sorry. The man has a lot of decency and he is being decent. Number 9, truant. Number 10, truancy. Truant ending in ant and truancy ending in ancy. Truant is an adjective and it's used to refer to people who are absent without permission, especially from school. So this guy is being truant because he's ignoring the school bus and he's skipping school for the day without permission. Truancy is a noun and is the act of being absent without permission. So he is showing truancy. He's being truant and he's showing truancy. Now, 11, brilliant, and 12, brilliance. Brilliant, ant, brilliance, ance. So, brilliant means full of light, shining bright, or vivid in color. But it also is used to refer to people who are very clever or that have very nice and good ideas. And we say you had a brilliant idea, for example, or you are brilliant, okay? And brilliance as a noun is the extreme brightness that a brilliant object, for example, shows. This is the brilliance. Obedient. Obedient is being willing to obey. It's an adjective. So we could say, for example, this dog is very obedient. ENT at the end. Obedience, ENCE, is a noun, and is the act of obeying rules, laws, or requests. So this dog, okay, is under obedience training, or he's showing also obedience because he's very obedient. 15, evident, and 16, evidence. Evident, something that is obvious, clear. We see this dog, we see all the fur, the fur, no, sorry, the cotton, or I don't know, feathers that he has in his mouth, and all this pillow that has been ripped off. And for me, it's evident that he was the one who ripped it off. Now, evidence are things that help you make a judgment and reach a conclusion. All the things that you see, for example, on a crime scene, or the things that led me to believe that the dog was guilty here. And so, for example, the pillow that has been ripped off, all the what he has in his mouth, okay? So all that is evidence, and it's evident that he was guilty. 17, occupant and occupancy. Occupant is somewhere or something occupying a space or a position. In the case of a building, for example, here we see the occupant of each apartment. And occupancy is referred to the act of taking or retaining a position or occupying something. So, for example, when we go to school, the maximum occupancy in each classroom is 12 people, 12 persons. Okay. Reluctant, it means unwilling, and reluctance, unwillingness. The guy here, he has to play the drums, but because of his face, I can see he's reluctant to do it. He will do it, but he's showing that he's not happy to do it. So he's being reluctant. It's when you do something and you are not happy about it. You don't want to do it, but you still do it. And reluctance is this unwillingness or attitude that you show. Now, distant and distance. Distant, it's an adjective, and we use it to refer to things that are far away. In this picture, we can see distant mountains. Okay? Distance is something you measure. It's a length of path that joins 2 points. For example, right now, we're clear and we're trying to keep distance with other people, the safe distance of 6 feet or 2 meters. So it's something you can measure. It's a noun. Frequent and frequency. Frequent, it's an adjective used for something that occurs quite often. For example, people who travel for work, because of work, travel a lot. They are called frequent flyers because they do that quite often. Okay, they travel like once a month or something like that. So they do that frequently. So they are frequent travelers in this case. And frequency is a noun, and it's referred to the condition of this thing that occurs repeatedly. For example, when we talk about the heart frequency, our heart rate frequency, we are referring to something like this. This is a graphic representation of our heartbeats, okay? And as you can say, they occur repeatedly at short intervals. So this is the frequency. Inconvenient and inconvenience. Inconvenient is something causing difficulty. For example, all of us have experienced that right now, internet for us is an inconvenience because it's causing us difficulty. And inconvenience is something that causes the discomfort, okay, an inconvenience. For example, when we are trying to pass through a construction site and we see a sign like this, work in progress, sorry for any inconvenience caused. So this means sorry for any difficulty or trouble that not being able to pass through as you usually do is causing. And buoyant and buoyancy, okay, they refer to flotation. Let's see. Buoyant is something that tends to float or is floating. For example, this ball here, this is water, this is air, and the ball is afloat. So the ball is a buoyant object. It's floating. Buoyancy is the tendency or capacity to float that the ball has in this liquid. It's also how we call the force that this object receives when it's trying to be submerged in the water or immersed. Then you have the buoyancy force that puts you afloat. Okay. This time we only have 28 words. We don't have 30. You can check it on your book. Now, take your book, go to pages 126 to 131, and we will have to complete all these sections. Okay, and after you have done that, then you can enter our Google form. The Google form has been posted already in the in Academia's wall. And also, if you enter the Files tab, you can download this presentation and click on this link, and you will be taken to the form. So guys, this is all for today, and see you next week. Bye.